What is up, guys? It is Matt here, and today in the background you are watching some Skyrim gameplay. I'm bringing you another Elder Scrolls Online update. Sorry about the Skyrim gameplay in the background. Once we get more screenshots and gameplay flowing from the game itself, Elder Scrolls Online, I'll be placing that in the background. But for now, we'll just do the next best Elder Scrolls gameplay to kind of keep things relevant if you want to watch it, if you want to go back to Facebook, whatever, up to you. But we have a ton of leaked details today. This came from the IGN article that I just read. It's in the description if you want to follow along and read it. Get the info yourself there. I'm going to be saying everything that you'll read, so I'm just going to put it there just as proof. But if you want to check it out, go for it. So I'm going to go ahead and hop right into it. The game takes 1,000 years before Skyrim. Now, I don't know much about the history of Tamriel, so I don't know if this is really significant or anything, but that's what it says. It takes place in most of the continent of Tamriel, which means we're going to be able to go to Cyrodiil, Morrowind, and Skyrim. Those are the three places that come to mind, and they mention in the article. I'm sure there's more places to head to, but whatever. You'll be able to take on standard quests, dive into public dungeons, and compete in open player versus player combat system at the combat level cap for at the level cap for control of the Emperor's throne in Cyrodiil. I apologize for that stutter. That was bad. Now, the way that they describe it here, it seems like the combat system is always going to be PvP, and you're going to be fighting each other to take over all of Cyrodiil, which sounds interesting, but I don't know if that could get frustrating or not. But moving onwards, starting off, you'll choose to play as one of three factions, each comprised of three of the Elder Scrolls species. The Nords, Dark Elves, and Argonians form the Ebonheart Pack. The High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit are bound to the Aldemiri Dominion. And the Daggerfall Covenant, includes the Bretons, Redguard, and Orcs. Each faction will have unique questing content. So if you decide to replay as a different faction, you won't have the same set of tasks. So this does improve replayability. Seems like we'll be able to play this game a lot, and it better be able to have a lot of replayability. I mean, you're making an MMO, it's got to last a really long time because you don't make them that frequently. Anyways, this game is not class-based, or it is class-based, wow. Unlike Skyrim, where you can play as a mage for whatever, as long as you want, shooting fire from your hands, and you're like, I'm kind of curious how being a two-handed warrior is like, and then, upload skills, and you become really good with that stuff. No, it's like, you choose a warrior, you're a warrior, a rogue, archer, whatever. You pick your class, that's what you are. So, you gotta pick wisely, and that kind of sucks compared to Skyrim, but I really don't mind, but that's just my personal opinion. Moving on. Outside of combat, you'll be able to tweak your skill bar, which determines your available abilities. Two of these skill slots can change depending on your equipped weapon. You can add in a few class-specific skills, and the final skill slot is an ultimate. Triggering your ultimate requires a certain reserve of finesse, which builds as you accomplish special tasks in battle. Now, this sounds like a form of experience. You'll get XP, and then you'll get finesse. Now, the skill set reminds me a lot of the Old Republic. That whole skill set hotbar. They said they're going to have a hotbar, which once again reminds me of the Old Republic. I'm not a huge MMO player. Last time I played one was like RuneScape or World of Warcraft way back when I was a little kid. So it's been a while. I don't know if all games have hotbars or not, but this one's got one. And the way they describe it, you're going to have class skills, you're going to have weapon skills, and then you're going to have an ultimate skill. Now, these ultimate skills sound kind of queer. Like, the one example they had was spin kicking a fireball as a mage. I don't know. That sounded really cheesy to me, and whatever. Moving on. There's apparently a branching storyline, so everyone's storyline is not going to be the same. You'll be experiencing different things as you make different choices throughout the world, which I like very much. Familiar guilds return, so we're going to have the Dark Brotherhood, the Mages Guild, the Warriors Guild, Fighters Guild, whatever you want to call that. All that stuff is going to be returning back to the Elder Scrolls Online, which I am very excited about. And final piece of information for you guys. Werewolves and vampires are in the game, but here's the shit part. You can't transform into them. So that's kind of depressing because, once again, Skyrim had the ability to transform into a werewolf. but you can't do it in an MMO. I don't know. But whatever, that's all the information we have today. I hope I helped you guys out. I would appreciate a thumbs up as I bring you more periodical updates on as I find out more information. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Stay active, stay sexy. I love you all.